Hello everybody, good evening, Lois and James and Hellfire and Oceana and Neurospicy and Shadell and Doriel, good evening, Mudslicker, hello, Petty, hello, Azel, is it? Hello, Sky Ferrari, hello, Sarah, Colleen, hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Happy Monday, everybody. Yay, Monday. Voodoo, hello, Greenie, hello, Cosmic, Tenshiri, hello, One, a pleasure, Leonie, hello, lovely to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend and happy Monday to everybody. Yeah, everybody. Foodie's still missing. Does anyone have a hot tip where the foodie beauty is? Maybe all that walking put her out of commission for another day. I don't know, but it's a little bit awkward. So, welcome to a not foodie beauty stream. Today we're going to be reacting to Miss Alexandra Rodriguez. For those of you who don't know Alex, you probably won't get to know too much about her while we watch this particular series because Bug Club don't care. Fair, valid. I mean, same. Same, but it is curious. Today we're so how do I put this? So last year in July, we started watching Alexandra Rodriguez. Not for the first time, certainly not for the first time. We had caught a couple of like hauls with Alex. She's very much a kind of influencer of ways. I don't know what she's doing at the moment. I think she's pregnant. I haven't really caught up a lot with Alex, but this time last year she released a plus size dating show on YouTube called CURVY Connection, and it is one of the greatest shows you have probably never watched. It is so good. If you haven't seen my initial reaction to it, I highly recommend going back a year's time on this channel and except the thing was, I did it in a really terrible way because I was watching like Ambi and Foodie and like an episode of this. So I've decided, much like Christmas traditions, in July, I'm going to watch CURVY Connection every single year. This is now an annual tradition and we'll do it together and it's great. Well, see, again, the good thing is we don't get too much Alex in this one. She just kind of produced it and is kind of the host. But really, we're being introduced to a guy and 5 gals. I don't want to spoil it too much if you didn't watch it a year ago with us. But it is quite possibly the best thing since sliced bread. Curve Miss in July Tenchuri. I really like that, actually. Good. I like that. Hey, Jen. Oh my god, DX, you've never seen this? It's so good. It fills me with joy because I think a year ago I was kind of over Ambi's BS. I think everyone's over Ambi's BS. I've watched Mr. Snowflake's why everyone stopped watching Amberlynn Reid like 6 times. And I'm like, yep, no, that's accurate. That is very correct. No one's interested. Not at all. I'm not interested. Ambi should have really leaned into the Valentine of it all and gotten... I mean, I wish in the real world, I absolutely would not encourage anyone to be part of a toxic online relationship where you move someone in after having never met them. Foodie. I would never wish that. But, I mean, the messy internet drama fan in me kind of wanted that to happen. So maybe maybe she'll find someone else who she can move in. Toot sweet. But no, this is I don't want to ruin too much of it, but this is great. This is great, and it's such a breath of fresh air, and it's so dramatic and, like, nonsense, and you grow to, like, you start off liking people, and then you grow to hate them. Not hate, but just, like, really dislike them as, like, a reality TV personality. And then, for some people, you feel really sorry for Megan. Anyway, again... I'm not gonna ruin too much, but thank you all so much for joining me. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning. If you are coming back, I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost weight, talks about things on the internet, and watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's all about what? Choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet, choices. It sounds fun. Shadell, I think it's quite fun. Yes. Also, Fat Bear Week's in like 3 weeks' time, so we'll have that content to look forward to as well. Fun. From Texas? I think so. I can never remember Alex's backstory. I think Texas. Yes? Yes? Anyway, I think maybe... No, Glitter and Lasers. Anna's in Austin. Alexandra's somewhere else, I feel. Somewhere. I know that she rents an Airbnb for the weekend, which is where we get to watch this. This is also only going to be part 1 because the plan is to watch the first 3 episodes, and then there's 2 more episodes and then a finale. And they're all great. They're so good. Northeast? Like New England? Somewhere. Or Massachusetts? There you go, Mudslicker. Thank you. Anna's Austin. I thought so. Yeah. Jen, lovely to see you. Hello, thank you for the super chat. Jen says Fat Bear Week. No, WEEK. It's a full bear. a full week of appreciating fat bears who call the Katmai National Park their home. They're all feeding up on salmon before they go sleepy times for 9 months or whatever it is. Just before hibernation. Basically, it's a tournament of the fat bears. It's really good. And it just means that if there are any really long live streams while like Foodie or Ambi are talking in the background and I can't be bothered to stare at their faces, I just put the wildlife cameras up of the fat bears. It's good time. Good time. Okie dokie artichokey. Let's get started on episode 1. Alex is going to introduce us to the concept, thoughts, feelings, emotions, the people. Oh god, the stakes. I love reality TV. I love it. It's so messy. I wonder why she never did a season 2. Well, Dove, I know that she's, as I was saying before, she's pregnant at the moment. She's making content very much around, there's, I don't know, I just scrolled through, like, her recent uploads, and there's stuff about gestational diabetes in there. There's stuff about, like, a baby shower. There's stuff, like, things no one told you when you're pregnant. Like, all of that kind of stuff. And I mean, for me, that's not necessarily interesting as an audience member. For me, I'm not necessarily interested in watching that. I kind of stopped watching Alex. I gave it a little while after this, but yeah, there was just a lot of, like, I mean, I love a Target haul, I love a piece of SponCon, but ultimately watching Alex's, like, day in my life versus Ambi's day in my life really does, like, help you appreciate what like literally anyone outside of Ambi can do. Just anything. Just anything interesting. All right, let's get started. Let's go. This is better up to 1.25 times speed. So here we go.
My name is Alexandra Rodriguez. I have been creating YouTube content since 2011, a lot of it being plus size focused.
There's a lot of that, including this.
I've always thoroughly believed that humans of all sizes deserve representation. And as someone who is a huge fan of all things reality dating, I've always been deeply disappointed by the lack of body inclusivity in these shows.
Personally, I'm deeply disappointed by the fact that we didn't get a season 2. I wanted the follow-ons. I wanted the spin-offs. I wanted, like, a mini series or 2-episode parter where we follow all of the girls and see what they're up to and see what they're doing. That's what I wanted, but we never got that.
Shows. After all, the size of the
James says, I hate her already. Fair.
The average American woman is a size 16. So why are we not seeing that represented in all of our favorite dating shows?
To be fair, I don't watch a lot of dating shows. I really don't. I can't stand them whatsoever. I love the concept of them, and I love how just cringy and terrible they can be, but just in, like, bite-sized morsels. I can't get through a season of The Bachelor. Like, that's just gonna end me. That's not happening.
Finding love is not one size fits all. So I decided to take
Finding love is not one size fits all. Slap it on a t-shirt.
It into my own hands and bring you a new type of dating show, Curvy Connection.
Do you see what I mean? After you've watched an hour and a half of Foodie, like, barely able to breathe, about to collapse on the side of a beach in Kuwait, this is just a really nice, breath of fresh air. There's editing, there's a script, there's a light. She made titles, or someone made titles.
Come follow Luis's journey to find a connection with one
Fat Bear Week is my favorite dating show.
of our fabulous women. From solo dates, group dates, and more, you won't want to miss it. Thank you so much, Chic Soul, for sponsoring
Oh yeah, I forgot this is sponsored content as well.
Curvy Connection. You can get 20% off your chicsoul.com order with code Curvy Connection.
Is that what I need to start looking for? Do I just need to start looking for, like, sponsored content on YouTube? There must be so much of it, though. This is a good one, though.
Let's meet our single guy looking for love, Luis.
My name is Luis.
Okay, this is Luis. He's 32. Let's get to know Luis.
Am 33 years old. I've been single for about a year and a half now. I have 2 kids that I love and adore for a living.
I'm trying to restrain all of the things that I know come. I don't want to ruin it for anyone.
I work in product development, and I mostly...
Luis.
Guys, so, my hobby...
Lewis? I kept calling him Lewis for a really long time. Luis?
Meet our single guy looking for love, Luis.
My name is Luis.
It is Luis. Okay.
I
called him Lewis for a really long time.
am 33 years old. I've been single for about a year and a half now. I have 2 kids that I love and adore for a living. I work in product development, and I sew. My hobbies include things like creating, making bags, sewing, but also I love playing disc golf. I love...
I had to have the concept of disc golf explained to me, because this seems kind of lonely.
on the beach and hiking, the things that I look
Oh, he's a plant dad, and he makes bags and plays disc golf, you guys.
for in a partner are consistency, consideration, and communication. Those are my 3 C's. I guess just my thoughts on this.
I live, laugh, love this concept. I love it so much.
Show in general are just remaining open-minded, living for the experience, living for the story, but open to whatever might come. I'm really excited about it.
Now, let's meet our single ladies.
My name is Fatima. I am 30 years old. I am from Southern California. I am super excited to be a part of this.
Okay, just to burst the reality TV bubble, well, reality YouTube channel bubble, I suppose. This was all very much pulled together through like an Instagram, here's my handle, like, let's get me more followers lens. We'll add a drop of cynicism to all of this and say that personally, I don't think most of these people are necessarily looking for love. And there was an entire like back history of this show, which was like in the same conversation as like mixed weight couples, which is just, God, I hate that phrase so much. I saw it, that came up recently. It was Bridgerton. That's right. Yeah, anyway, the casting call went out. They couldn't necessarily find a guy, I don't think, and then they needed to change the concept around a little bit. Anyway, it is very much all for like clicks and follows and blah, 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 but let me live my fantasy.
This project. I work at the Cheesecake Factory, but I'm also a body acceptance advocate and a plus size model. I have been single for 4 years. I did dip my toes a little bit into the online dating, which was a very new experience for me because every relationship in my life, I met those people in person. Gave me so much anxiety. It's been like this yo-yo thing for the past few years. I'll go back for a couple of months and I just get disappointed. I'm a foodie.
I do recall watching all of these, looking out in the background and particularly talking about outfits.
I love food. Oh my God, I love food. I love traveling and trying new things and sharing food with my friends and creating memories.
Oh God, these the rhinestones are triggering.
Another thing that I love to do is break the stigma that you can, tell somebody's health by how they look like. So as a fat woman, I constantly let people know that I love movement. I love working out.
That's such a like an interesting concept now that we watch Foodie and see like physically we're seeing her like health falling to pieces. Then again, in that whole concept, like Foodie has also brought all of her health concerns to the internet and complained about them. So it's not for everyone. That's just a very specific Foodie comment.
I don't want to punish my body for things that it can't
DX, you're having flashbacks.
do. I want to celebrate my body for things that it can do. What would my friends say about me? I hope that they would say that.
Oh, Emerald, good luck to you, mate. Fingers crossed, fingers and toes.
I am hilarious, because I am. I think I'm a loyal friend. I think I'm a very sensitive friend. I'm ready to be in a serious relationship. I am ready to...
I don't trust anyone who introduces themselves as, I'm hilarious.
Get married and have children.
That might be what you think, or someone told you one time. I don't trust it.
But I'm also very excited to be a part of this project because everybody deserves to feel loved. Everybody deserves to feel wanted. Everybody deserves to feel desired and needed. Stop thinking that only thin women and thin men, deserve to have a place in this world and deserve to like raise kids and have families and stuff like that. I deserve to meet somebody who's...
I think if anyone is viewing reality TV show romance shows, tropes, competitions, whatever, and seeing that as any form of reality whatsoever, needs a real quick like, hey, it ain't.
Gonna look at me and think
Hey,
I'm the most beautiful thing in the world, and who's gonna enjoy my jokes, and who's gonna love my cooking, and who's gonna, complete me.
I'm Megan Kirk, and
Megan from what is it, Penn State? Megan from Penn State. We live, laugh, Megan.
I am 23 years old from State College, Pennsylvania, home.
Just keep in mind, Lewis is, I think, 33. Megan's 23.
With Penn State, and I've been single for my entire life. I've kind of fallen into the trap of modern dating where it's situationships and talking stages and haven't really been able to take anything to the next level of dating.
Maybe she should take a leaf out of Ambi's book and just invite them to move in.
Never even been on a real date other than just like hanging out. So I'm really, really excited for this experience. I like to say there's kind of like two sides to me. I am either super outgoing and talkative, or I am quiet and alone in my room reading books from my bookshelf. I also love spending time with my nephews. I have 2 little ones, and I love being their aunt. Growing up here in State College is a really big atmosphere of sports. Everyone loves on Saturdays here to go to Penn State football games. I'm a diehard college football fan.
I think the only thing I remembered about Megan was that she was from Penn State. Poor Megan. Megan. And also poor Megan.
Love going to games. That's basically where you can find me every Saturday in the fall. I was a competitive cheerleader for 14 years. Past year, I was able to volunteer as a assistant coach for the club team at Penn State. I was able to kind of dip my toes into coaching, which I really loved, and I loved being back in that atmosphere of the sport. I would say my friends and family would describe me as loyal and passionate. Overall, just there to be their biggest cheerleader. I love to support my friends and my family.
Because she did cheer.
Will be in your Instagram comments, like commenting like, you go girl, you look so good. I have anxiety and I can sometimes let it dictate my life too much. I think that's one of the things that has hindered me in relationships. I'm so excited for the show. I think I'm so looking forward to like putting myself out there and letting new experiences happen to me instead of being scared of them. I'm so ready and I'm excited to be meeting new people, having people who understand what it's like to be plus size and dating and have somebody who is attracted to plus size women. And I don't have to worry about that aspect. I'm excited, but nervous, but excited. Mostly excited.
No, she gets quite nervous.
But a little
Put a pin in that.
nervous.
My name is Aubrey, and I am so
Oh, I love Aubrey.
excited to be a part of Curvy Connection. I am actually a
The one spin-off season that I actually wanted out of this was like Aubrey's Closet.
diversity, equity, and inclusion manager. I
She has so many nice outfits.
have the amazing job of creating space and helping people feel not only loved, supported, included, and represented in our society, in the
One has a note. 2 of them have said, dip my toes. Why all the feet talk? Well, it's just 2 out of 5.
campaigns and the advertisements that we do. That is my job, that is my jam, and I absolutely love it. I have been single for 3 years, and I am a big contender of healing within myself, therapy, and taking time to fall in love with myself again so that when that time comes
Ah, so many good looks.
and I meet that dream guy, I am healed and I am ready to love and be loved on. Like, period. Healing girl era.
I forgot how much of this made me think like airing the stuff that sounds like it should be a discussion with a professional happens on these reality TV shows.
I want someone who is compassionate. I want someone who is open. I want someone who wants to live life and experience life.
But then again, I guess that's part of the shtick. Like, you got to come with character.
I want someone to love me for me, and I want to love someone for them. Am I nervous?
She's got a cute little turtle necklace.
Absolutely. Have I done this before? Absolutely not. But I always will say this, I'm just happy to be here. Not only am I happy to have this experience, I'm happy to have this representation. Bigger, curvier, voluptuous people deserve love too, and I love seeing us being loved out loud. So this show is going to prove not only do we deserve to be loved out loud, but let me find my connection. So I love to travel.
Ah, such a good look. And so pretty. This Crater Lake situation. Ah,
I love to read, I love to write, I love to party. I'm not gonna lie, I am a party girl. I love to enjoy life, live the best of the moment.
Oh, Tenshiri asked question. If there was a season 2 and it was Bachelor/Bachelorette style, which of the girls would you want? I actually would really like them to bring all the girls back and introduce 5 guys and have them do like rotating dating and stuff. That's what I would like.
I love to dance. I love to do fashion.
Because I'm going to tell it to you straight. The girls are the best part of this entire thing.
I am a fashionista. I am that girl, okay? How my friends would describe me. I mean, aside from that girl, okay?
She is that girl.
They definitely would describe me as positive.
Ah, this outfit, the herringbone. With the faux fur. Ah, and this little hat. So good. Unfortunately, we got a lot of these photos, which I'm assuming were pulled from Instagram or socials or whatever. And we didn't get so many fits in the actual season. But still, I remember first impressions being like, live, laugh, love.
I'm outgoing, funny, I'm very caring, definitely determined, goal-oriented, and above all else, she is sassy, and she is fabulous. Very excited to see what Curvy Connections has for us, and maybe I'll find my Prince Charming after all. Who knows?
My name is Julianne. Friends and
Work.
family call me Jules. I am 33
We love Jules.
years old and I live just outside of Seattle, Washington. I am a mother of 2 amazing children. I have a 13-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I am a regional property manager. I am known
We love Jules.
for being a hard-working, independent woman, independent mother. My kids and my career have always come first, and I'm really proud of that. You know, for fun, I love to travel. You will always find my kids with me. I drag them along everywhere. Love going to the beach. At night, I put them to bed.
Oh, cheetah print on the beach with a sun hat. Work, Devo.
Watch some true crime, grab some wine. I like to relax and enjoy new things, try new foods. I really haven't dated much, honestly. You know, I was in a relationship about 4 years ago. It was very toxic. I finally made it out of that. And honestly, I've been single pretty much ever since. You get in the habit.
I do feel very annoyed that they did this interview process like in portrait. Because the rest of the videos are in landscape.
in the grind of things.
I don't know why it bothers me. At least put a background in.
And going to work and taking the kids to sports and dance. And, you know, it's really consuming and it's a lot for one person. My mom has always been basically a co-parent for me. She's almost been a spouse. She's always lived with me or near me since I was a mom, when I became a mom at 19. And my mom, unfortunately, unexpectedly passed away.
Oh, that wasn't a Seattle Beach fair, Katie.
This November. So it's been a few months and I've never experienced devastation like I have with her passing.
Honestly, Alex doesn't even need to do a season 2. I just need a follow-up episode. I need a Where Are They Now a year on.
And
Which we kind of get in the finale, I guess, but it's not a full year.
Thing that she had said to me many times. I really want you to find somebody, Jules. I really want you to find a nice man who will treat you right, who the kids will look up to. And now more than ever, now that she's gone, I'm really, you know, thinking about that. Especially at this stage in my life where I don't need anyone. I'm independent, pay all my bills, I have nice things, my kids are taken care of. It's truly just, I'm ready to find love. I'm ready to find a good person, a good human being, somebody.
I love Jules. Voodoo, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo says, idea, let's have Megan host season 2. Alex can cameo, but she's not into this anymore. Megan could handle it. Megan could handle it. You're right. Yes, I love that idea. Oh, so good. I don't necessarily love the, like, 1 guy, 5 girl, like, bachelor format. I just feel like if you get a group of people and, like, put them all in a house and let them rotate and, like, commingle, I feel like that has just so much more opportunity for shenanigans.
Who I get along with, and that doesn't have a specific race or look or height. I'm the largest I have ever been as an adult. Somebody's gonna love me for who I am. I've really gone through a lot with losing my mom and put on some weight, but I'm healthy, I'm happy, finding myself again. And if that person is meant to be for me, they're not gonna care. They're not gonna care that I put on some weight, and they're gonna love me for who I am. And that's really what I'm looking for. I'm ready to meet someone special. I'm ready to try new things. Let's go.
I definitely think that Aubrey, I kept calling her Audrey as well. Aubrey and Jules had, like, the best packages. Like, they had character, they had backstory, they had things. We'll get into the poor Megan of it all, but poor Megan.
Hi, my name is Valeria Gudo, and I'm 29 years old, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I work in childcare. I am extremely excited to be on this show. I think it's a little unconventional, but I am extremely open-minded, clearly because my dating ways has not worked out. But my friends would describe me as...
I don't think anyone actually went into the show thinking that their dating ways were going to be changed by this series.
Extremely...
I don't even know. Like, I went back to Alex's channel and had a look at the community tab, and one of them was from, like, 11 months ago saying, oh, I've heard you all, like, want to watch the series, and it's really short, but I'm pumping them out on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, so you don't have to, like, wait a full week in between. So I think this was probably really well received from her general audience. I don't know, like, if it's doing big numbers. I don't think anyone's, like, well, I think, like, Alex, very similar to Anna, actually, like, all of the big hitting, like, number pieces there, it's all kind of done. Like, all the long format content is all kind of just, like, the ride or dies, I guess. So I don't know if this did big numbers by comparison to a lot of other stuff, but I feel like it was well received.
Independent, which is, I think, part of the reason why I struggle with dating. Very blunt. And
all right, one has the format down. 5 girls, 5 guys, new date every week, 2 events per date, 1 from the guy, 1 from the girl, winner is the best date. Oh, I see. So it's a tournament competition. Work.
And always the life of the party. I enjoy running.
The Mage Observers, hello, asks, have you watched MILF Manor? Same concept you just suggested. Is that the only concept? Thank you for the suggestion, Mage.
I enjoy the beach. I grew up on the beach, and I just want someone who shares those hobbies with me. Going to the beach, adventuring outside, hiking, running, and everything that life has to offer. And my partner, I am extremely excited to look for someone who has the balance of work and play. And aside from that, I am so excited to be on the show. And
Valeria, I almost forgot her name.
I cannot wait to see where this goes.
How amazing are they? I am so excited to take you all through this experience and watch the connections unfold.
I forgot how fake Alex is.
Now let's head to the Curvy Connection house and meet the girls in person.
Let's! Oh god, this is so awkward. Yay! There's a nice little Airbnb. Ooh. Oh, these goddamn Quest protein chips. She's really just, like, pulled in all the hooks from her sponsorships. She said, hey, Quest, I'm making a dating show for plus-size individuals, and I'd love to feature your terrible protein chips in the background. Could you send me a box? Yeah, no more speed dating, only competitive dating. This looks terrible. An American reality TV series that premiered January 15th, 2023 on TLC. Man, TLC has some interesting shows. I can watch it here on Channel 9. Interesting. 3.7 out of 10 for IMDb. Work.
Come on in! No. Hello! Our first contestant.
Katie, this is all for one dude. All for one dude.
She's the first girlie. We got Megan. No, you're the first. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming.
I'm so excited.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I don't love this meeting in the corridor by the front door situation. I hate it, actually. Like, meet them on the driveway. Just not this. This feels very claustrophobic.
God, I'm so excited to meet you.
Not the Massachusetts childcare. Makes me think there's like a town in Massachusetts called childcare.
Oh, beautiful.
Hi, guys.
Yes, so this is Megan. Megan, this is Megan.
I'm a hugger.
Yes.
Oh no, be careful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So are you.
Hello. It's so nice to meet you.
Aubrey, Fatima, and I think Alex's mum. Hi.
Oh my god. How you guys feeling? Fabulous, excited.
I agree. It would be better outside. Or get them to like walk out onto the deck and like greet them out that way. The corridor is just not it.
I'm not ready to
Amanda says, fucking love TLC. Maybe I need to start getting into more TLC programs. Should I? This is better. See, here we go. We met Jules out the front for all of a frame. And now we're inside. And this is where it starts to break down as clearly very chaotic. Because understandably, like, the meet and greet and the let's get everybody together in the household can be a little bit chaotic. But Alex really needed to, like, drive the schedule in this. It's just getting messy. No, DX. Yeah, Alex rented a. I think this was filmed on a long weekend, so it's just an Airbnb.
Oh my god, yay, girlie.
Damn, we
So excited.
Not the cocktail party.
Okay, our girls are here and they are getting ready for the cocktail party. Luis is on his way and they are going to meet for the first time. Tonight we are doing our cocktail party along with a little mix of speed dating so Luis can get to know the girls and
Not combat dating, guys.
decide who he wants to take on his one-on-one dates tomorrow.
Married at First Sight is such an awful television show.
What's your story?
What's your sign? Jules is effortless.
It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark.
Rating the fits, I think Val's and Jules were my favorites.
Chic Soul is a curvy company that sells sizes 10 to 24.
New arrivals
I forgot about the SponCon.
are added daily.
With fast shipping from Auburn, Alabama.
You can shop my outfit and so much more at chicsoul.com.
Get
I hope Chic Soul sells nicer shoes as well.
20% off your Chic Soul order with code CURVYConnection.
Okay,
I don't like any of those shoes.
our sixth
They were bad shoes.
single guy looking for love, Luis, has just arrived to the Curvy Connection house. How do you feel?
I'm pretty excited, extremely anxious, but
Yes.
I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so excited. The girls have been dying to meet Luis all day, and he is finally here. So let's get the girls out one by one, just so everyone can get to introduce themselves before we start our cocktail party.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Val.
Also, no, I feel like just throw him straight in. Get them all around, have a cocktail, and then introduce Louise. It's really hard for me to remember that it's not Lewis.
Luis.
You look handsome.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Snowflake, hello. Lovely to see you. I hope you're well.
Oh my
Are you enjoying the treadmill this morning?
goodness. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Where are you from?
I live in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh my gosh, I actually live like an hour away from here.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Boston, so
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so I'm Val, and
Awesome.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh god, it's so cringy and terrible.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks for being the guy. You look the part.
Okay, great.
So handsome.
Okay.
So much.
We'll chat inside.
Yeah, cool.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Oh, I hate it so much. It's so terrible.
Fatima.
Hey,
Come on,
Luis.
give me a hug. Nice
Yeah,
to meet
it's
you.
good to meet you too.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was so long, but it's
How are you
good.
feeling?
I'm good.
Are you
Good.
nervous?
Yeah.
No, this is awkward. This is awkward and terrible. Just throw him into a group situation. None of this, like, meeting one-on-one. Just slap a name badge on, get out there, have a cocktail by the pool.
A little bit.
You don't look nervous. You look very like cool. Your outfit, amazing. 1 point.
So uncomfortable.
Love it.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thanks for being the guy. You look the part.
I thought I was not nervous.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Jules.
Hey, good
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
We love Jules.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm a little anxious.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Are you happy to be here?
I am.
We're happy to see
Yeah.
you. Look forward to getting to know you.
Yeah, me too.
In, out, quick, business.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Louise. How are you? Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, of course.
You look amazing.
Thank you. So
Oh
do
my
you.
god, that must be
I-
weird. You smell good.
Aubrey had, not you smell good. Aubrey had so many wonderful, like, outfits in her introduction, and I can't believe they gave her this. I do not like this, like, rainbow sequined one shoulder. I don't. I hope she likes it. I don't like it.
Thank you so much.
I love the socks too.
Thank
A
you.
fan. I saw them
Very
peeking
It's
through.
not that I don't like it. I think it just reads a bit, like, cheap. It's the sequins, mostly.
Cacti. We're a fan. I would show you my fuzzy socks, but gotta put the heels on today.
Well,
Oh, I love your glasses too.
thank you so
I'm sorry. I'm
much.
just like yeah.
Shano, kind of.
Seeing you with
I just want action in my romance, you know?
compliments. You're very handsome.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Yeah.
Poor Megan.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Cool, me too.
Nervous,
I
but
am.
excited.
I'm really excited to get to know all of you guys. So.
They're really awesome.
Yeah.
I think I'm awesome too, but they're awesome too.
Oh god, she reminds me of Ambi so much.
I'll see you
Yeah,
there.
cool.
To finding love at Curvy Connection, because
That's not gonna happen in this room.
finding love is not one size fits all.
Also, this is not a cocktail party. This is just sitting in the lounge with sparkling. What are we doing?
It's not worth your time.
Speed dating. Everyone, get your swords and shields.
We got much more to do while we are in a prime.
Okay, what's the question that you have to ask a girl that you go on a date with or talk at the bar? What's something
All right, chat. We're gonna. Not bro. What? Chat. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this speed dating as well. All right, you ready?
What's the question that you have to ask
Fatima has asked, "What's the question you have to ask
a girl that you go on a date with or talk at the bar?
someone that you go on a date with or go to the bar or whatever? What's your one question?" Also, I think we have really low latency, so this might be quite a delayed response.
What's something that you really want to know about a person?
You know,
What's something you want to know? Employment status, criminal history, if they've got any family, living situation. Do I look cute? That's my top 5.
I think the things that like really spark my interest are, social issues, a little bit about me.
Okay.
I was a musician for a while, I am an artist, I
Yeah.
am a designer, creator, all these things. And so
I can see her focused, waning towards the back wall.
like those kinds of things,
I don't think she's making eye contact. I think she's just staring at the back wall.
because they're important to me,
Yeah.
I want to know if like maybe there's some of that stuff in the person I'm dating.
For sure.
And it doesn't have to be that way, you know. Like,
But that helps.
Sure. I
Are you currently married?
understand that opposites can attract, but also like if you have like a good foundation.
Do you have a hobby? Please be something crafty. Because I feel like that would just like get us around, just in case it was ambi or foodie, like in a hologram or something. If you ask if they've got a crafty hobby.
Sure, I understand that opposites can attract, but also like.
Do you know what a mukbang is?
If you have like a good foundation of like a common ground foundation, then I think it's easier to move forward from there.
Whenever I saw your profile, I really was intrigued by what you do for a living. I thought.
See, this was Cheetah Pumpkin Eater. Because he got a whole profile of the ladies before actually meeting them. I feel like that's cheating.
That was, I don't know, it just really spoke to me. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I actually went to grad school. Fun fact, I started off my career in undergrad in creative industry management, advertising. Actually had an internship that was terrible. And a lot of the reason why I went back to school to get my degree in diversity management analysis was because
you were Scatman.
Of the way that I was treated, and I was like, I don't want to let anyone else feel that way.
Dear.
And it's just been a passion of mine to like create space for people, not just for me, but especially with me being a black woman in a plus size body, like there aren't spaces created for me, so like to create that. And I feel like you can relate to that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess the reason why I was so intrigued by what you do is just because I'm just like very socially aware, socially conscious about stuff like that, workers' rights and human
oh my
rights.
gosh,
And
yes.
So I don't know, it just really grabbed my attention. So I was
Thank you.
really
I'm glad you
excited.
did. It's a passion of mine. I love it.
I don't want to ruin the final episode, so I won't. So I'll be quiet about that.
And it goes right along with like me being passionate about positivity and body
I forgot how ick Lewis was. Not Lewis, every time.
diversity. So
Louise.
space for everyone.
Yes.
We all deserve to be loved and hang out. I mean,
Yeah.
and have a good time. So.
Yeah, exactly. Did you grow up
Louise gets so much worse.
in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, so I grew up in State College, Pennsylvania, which like most people don't know unless you say Penn State. So I grew up like diehard Penn State fan.
How do you feel about being on a date with somebody 10 years older than you?
Weird. It's weird. Ew. Weird.
I'm not weirded out by like how some people would think. I was
Girl.
talking to some of the other girls and like most of them didn't realize I was 23 until I told them.
Sure, yeah.
But I also like my sister's 33 and so her and I are really, really close.
Okay,
and, like,
cool.
I kind of
Oh my god, BB, good morning. We've turned Curvy Connection rewatching into an annual tradition now, by the way. This is our Christmas movie in July.
have a lot of differences to people, other 23-year-olds.
Sure.
Like I'm kind of, my sister always says I'm like a 65-year-old in a 23-year-old's body. So how did your last relationship go? And when was it?
I dated a girl probably 2.5 months-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, like it broke up probably a few weeks before I even heard about this whole casting call thing.
Okay.
What about you?
I've never had an official boyfriend.
Oh.
Oh, poor Megan.
I've had like situationships, talking stages, whatever the modern
No,
thing is.
not admitting to talking stages. Girl. You deserve a real life romance, not this BS YouTube show. Poor Megan.
Official boyfriend.
Oh.
I've had like situationships, talking stages, whatever the modern thing is now to say.
Not talking stages.
So that's like going out with someone older is very intriguing to me.
Cool, yeah, that's awesome. No, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
So you live in the Pacific Northwest?
I do, yes.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in Washington. Lucky enough to work from home most of the time.
That's awesome.
Situationships. Oh dear, no one wants to hear that.
With my kids, I have 2 kids.
That's cool. 2 kids also.
How old are your kids?
They're 13.
Oh, my son's 13.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And you are 33. Me too.
Yeah.
So how's your
Oh
dating
my god, they've got so much in common. They're both 33 and they both have kids who are 13.
life been?
It has been pretty good.
Yeah? How long, can I ask how long it's been since you've been divorced?
Since I've officially been divorced, it's been about a year.
Okay.
And so, but I've been separated for about a year
Oh, Leonie, that's cute.
and a half. But
Congrats on 21 years. That's great.
obviously, as you know, like relationships end long before they end.
Absolutely.
Assuming that relationship didn't start on a YouTube dating show.
And
Yeah,
so-
I was married too.
Yeah.
And so I've been divorced and I absolutely get that.
Yeah.
I got divorced in 2015 though, so it's
Okay.
been years.
Sure.
5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Have you done much dating since you've been divorced?
I have. I've been in 2 kind of consistent relationships. I dated one girl for about 5-ish months, maybe 6-ish months, and then I dated another girl for about 2.5 months.
But you're here, right?
I am here. Yeah, exactly. And so, it's one of those things where it's like I try to just stay open-minded through all of the dating.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
my goal in dating is always learn something about myself, and learn something about people as a whole.
I love that.
And so yeah, and so like that's been pretty helpful. It's worked for me at least.
Oh, I just can't tell you how much worse Lewis gets.
So,
Well, I look forward to getting tonight.
Louise.
me too.
I might have misheard, I'm not sure, but what do you do for work?
So I work.
Like, we weren't actively not Team Lewis at this point in time, but you'll get there. You'll get there, don't worry.
Work in product development. So like my technical title is I'm a sample maker.
Okay.
I work on a team that designs and develops police and military gear.
So fashion for the military.
Kind of. It's more like
You coming out with like purses
utilitarian.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
so yeah.
Camo purses?
I haven't made a camo purse actually. It's
There you
fun.
go.
Yeah.
So you do, that's why when you were talking earlier, you
I
were
was kind of hoping to see some, like, cute backpacks and stuff from him.
talking about fashion sense. That's exactly what it is. So you actually are kind of in the fashion industry.
Kind of, yeah. I prefer to create things with my hands. That's what brings me joy. I actually made these shoes.
You made those?
And so like, yeah, so like I don't think I own anything that I have not like touched, like made my
That's
own.
really cool.
It's just one of those things that like I just don't. I'm not a fan of things that everybody has.
So I would like to believe that I am artistic and have that ability because I work with kids and like we're always doing crafts and everything. But the goodest it's gonna get is I can draw a stick figure.
Sure.
And that's my only ability.
Yeah.
Morning, D-Rob. Hello.
But when it comes, I work with kids. I'm a full-time nanny.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I've been with the same family for almost 7 years.
That's
and
awesome.
those two boys are like my world. They are literally my heart. The oldest is about to turn 7, so I was a month when he started.
This is what I mean. The girls are so much more interesting than Lewis. And I feel like the most interesting thing is not like the connection between the two of them. But like their backstories are interesting. Go and make YouTube channels. I'd watch it.
Wow.
And I don't know, it's rewarding. They are the reason
Actually, to be fair, it's probably like Instagram shorts or something.
why I know that I want kids.
Sure.
I've always had a heart for kids. I have nieces and nephews. It's just
That's
yeah.
awesome.
You have kids, right?
I do. I have 2 kids.
Where
They're both one of each. They're 13.
13?
Ashley put it like nail on the head, mate. I'd much rather hear about the shoe craftsmanship than his past relationships. 100%.
Oh
so,
my goodness.
Yeah, so so you definitely get kind of
2 of the girls started a podcast. What, BB? Oh my goodness.
They're at that age too where they're opinionated and they're
Yeah,
feisty.
exactly.
Pushing your limits.
Yeah. So, but I love those kids. With all my heart. Like they're.
Well, I'm gonna guess that you're an incredible dad.
I try.
The first day was really fun. All the ladies, I think, really hit it off. And that was for me important because I think making the relationships with the people you're going to be living with.
So let's move the camera down like 6 inches.
Outside of
We've got a lot of space up here.
clicking with Luis, right? Like it's important that the ladies all get along and we all just become friends at the end of the day. But I'm excited to see where things go with Luis.
It's not about friendship. This is about dating.
I'm excited to see, the relationships that, grow, progress. And yeah, I'm just excited.
Jen says the ladies are trying to be engaging. He's a dud. You ain't seen nothing yet.
My first impressions of Luis today was that he's very warm and friendly, and I didn't feel like that intimidating, where you can't talk to somebody. It was very open and honest, from the get-go. My thoughts on all the girls, they're really awesome. I'm usually the loudest person in a room, and I feel like right now I'm the quietest, which is very weird for me, but they've been awesome, and I feel like I've just earned all of my professional hype squad here.
My first chat with
Poor Megan.
Luis was really good. I expected it to be very interesting because I got the vibe that he's a very good conversational.
I'm sorry, BB. BB said you should watch her baby moon at Martha's Vineyard. Alex Rodriguez is just a champagne ALR. I haven't watched almost any of Alex after this. I watched a little bit, and then when the pregnancy stuff started becoming content, I just kind of fell off. And also I was trying to catch up with Foodie.
List, you know what I mean? So he can have a good.
But if you're telling me we should watch the baby moon, maybe we'll end it. Not end it. Maybe we'll add it to the roster.
The conversation, so I think we kind of went back and forth. It was never an awkward moment. Felt a very strong friendly vibe. It's almost we want to get to know each other more. So I'm I thought it went well.
He was really cute and he looked so sweet. You can tell he really has kind eyes. And also I'm a fan of his glasses, love the glasses, but it was so sweet to finally put a face to a name and really get to know who Luis is. I think it's
I feel like they all got profiles on one another before meeting.
a different kind of
Feels like cheating.
perspective to have someone ask about my job, because that's not the first thing that comes up. So the fact that like he was asking about the work I did and how that was like really important to him, I was like, it's really good to have someone who also like feels passionate about being in that space and understanding what that means in the world and everything. So really good conversation.
Brandon, are you coming for Megan?
First impressions of Luis were he is like a gentle teddy bear. He has really kind eyes and he seems like a really genuinely good guy. I felt like when we first met, he's just really easy to talk to. He seems like one of those people that you can just be totally honest with, which I love. I didn't feel nervous or like he was judging me, which was really a great feeling.
I love Jules so much.
Next time on Curvy Connection.
She's just so like, I don't know. She seems, out of all of them, she seems the least, I don't want to say fake, but it's all influencery, you know? But she's the most personable, I guess.
I don't know, I felt like... No.
Oh no, let's not ruin it. Hold on, it's fine. We've got the next one right up. We don't have to wait until next week. We're on to episode 2 already. This is Curvy Connections, episode 2.
Welcome back to Curvy Connection. On episode 2 today, we're going to start the day off with sitting down with Luis at a coffee shop and get his first impressions. I want to know, how was his first night meeting all the ladies for the first time? Who did he click with the most?
Oh my god, the tarot reading. Stop!
Who does he want to take on his first one-on-one date today? Let's see how Luis is feeling after his first
I don't want to ruin it for you.
night, and more.
But it's so good.
Importantly, who is he taking on that first one-on-one date today? Thank you so much, Chic Soul, for sponsoring Curvy Connection. You can get 20% off your chicsoul.com order with code Curvy Connection.
Talking a lot with my hands, baby. I'm so excited. I love this series so much. And now apparently I get to go and watch MILF Manor. That'll be fun.
Okay, you guys, we're here with Luis, post night 1. How are we feeling? Like, how'd you sleep? Are you exhausted?
It's so gray outside. We need a ring light.
I'm still pretty tired, but I'm feeling good, honestly.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like I'm just so open to like the whole experience as a whole, so that like whatever comes my way, it's like...
The whole experience as a whole.
You're open to it.
Yeah.
Do you think one-on-ones are going to be a little more like scary than like the group date last night?
I don't know, so last night was a bit overwhelming, if I'm honest, and a little disorienting, just because, so I'm not the most extroverted
BB, I've never heard of it. Someone recommended it. Now I have to watch it.
Person, and jumping into a crowd of...
Cringe, my favorite TV.
You know...
Of women.
Loud women who are, like, excited to get to know me.
Okay, don't say loud, don't say it like that. It was pretty rude.
It was a little overwhelming, but not in a bad way.
Did you feel any, like, initial sparks with anyone
I think so,
right away?
yeah.
So who are you first connecting with the most?
I think Jules and I probably, I don't know, there was kind of like this calmness that like she kind of brought to the table.
So you'd say she's your number 1 at the moment, first impressions wise?
Yeah, probably.
Just first impressions?
Yeah.
Okay, no commitment.
Carly Sue, hello, lovely to see you. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thanks for stopping in.
It's just first impressions.
Yeah.
So do you think you want to take her on one of your one-on-one dates today?
I think so. Yeah? I think it'd be fun.
Okay, exciting. Was there any girl who kind of surprised you when you sat down to talk to them one-on-one?
I was really surprised by Fatima. All the girls kind of wanted to be close, not necessarily in my space, but just like closer, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But like the first thing she did when she pulled up was like move her chair back, and then she like was leaning back in her chair. I don't know if that's like a personal space thing or if that was just like a, I don't know, like if it was maybe just like subconscious body, you know, like just felt like
maybe reading too much into it. Also, maybe she's not that into you.
A little distant.
Also, this is all for like clicks and likes. So.
Or like there, like maybe she wanted a little bit of distance to like feel it out.
Yeah.
Which is cool, I understand that, but like it just felt very opposite of everyone else.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But also like her personality, or just like when she talks, she's very like forward.
Direct.
Yeah, direct.
Yeah.
That's a good way to...
Maybe he is weird, DX.
And then, but like in that moment, she was kind of a little bit distant. That was something that I kind of carried last night, just was thinking about, and was just like, I wonder
you may be a little bit of an overthinker, buddy.
What that was about.
You know, it's interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how your next one-on-one with her will go.
Yeah.
Because we're doing things a little different on this type of dating show, because this is a different type of dating show.
Sorry. I love how serious she's taking this.
He is going to be going on one-on-one dates with all of the girls, just because...
Peach, agreed. Thank you.
Because you never know how the connections will be once you're on a one-on-one date versus just a small interaction. So for your first date, we're going to be heading there soon for a painting class. Who do you want to take on your first one-on-one date today?
Probably Fatima.
All right.
Just because I want to see more about like what that interaction will be like.
I think she'd be a great pick for that date. So I'm going to let Fatima know, and we'll head over to the first one-on-one date.
Awesome.
All right, let's go.
I can't remember, but in the one-on-one like conversation, was it Fatima or Val who said they didn't have like a creative bone in their body? I think it was Val. I was going to say, on the other side of things, maybe he didn't listen to Fatima at all and was like, let's go painting. Cute date idea, though. Art class provided by pomartstudio.com. I feel like this would be a really awkward date with the instructor there, you know? Like, maybe the instructor could just show you a couple of things and then, like, leave you two to do it. Anyway, maybe that's exactly what happened.
So,
Also, this is in the Airbnb. You better watch those walls.
oh, what's your social security number?
So you're from Turkey or where?
Russia. I moved to Russia when I was 2 years old, obviously with my family.
Okay.
She's got a big water bottle with lots of stickers on it. Work.
And then when I was 18, I was able to come to the States for this like student exchange program. Then I went back home and then was like, I just had a feeling that like I had to come back here.
So you moved to California on your own, or?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm not scared of change. I'm not scared of moving around. I'm not very big on, you know what I mean? Like staying in one place. That's why when people say, this is my forever home, I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Like, you can't even say that about a relationship. And I know that
I love the very subtle change in music in the background.
it's like super controversial because we're in a dating show.
Yeah.
But, you know, forever is a big word. How do you know that I'm not going to change in like 10, 20 years or what I'm going to want in 10, 20 years? You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be very open of that and understanding. So, and I think that's why it's very hard to like date and stuff, because it's like, yes, you want to be in a committed relationship, but you also like want to be you and explore that as well, you know?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So first, how old are you? Remind me.
30.
Your age? Okay, cool.
I'm going to be 31 in July.
Okay, cool. So yeah, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
It's really
God, what an awkward first date question.
funny because that would have been a different question probably when I was in my mid-20s. Like I thought I wanted to get married and have children, and that was just like, like I had to have it. And that's still definitely on the roster. I would like to get married. And I know different people have different opinions on it. They're like, you know, if you love somebody, you know, like I want to get married. I think in 5 years, I see myself like still like being happy, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm in such a great place mentally.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think my kids will be older by then.
How old are your kids?
This is a job interview.
13. So they'll be almost graduating high school.
That's a tough age.
So I think for me right now, like the most important thing in a relationship I'm looking for is consideration.
Okay.
Somebody who like is thinking about me as
Like-
much as like I'm thinking about them.
I get it.
Oh God, it starts.
You know, like,
Yeah.
but not in like a cheesy way. Like, I mean, like in like almost like a,
So like when making decisions, when saying things.
well, just like in the little things, I think. It's so hard, like a lot of people, you know, like are so afraid of like codependency, which I completely agree. You know, it's like, it's difficult to like,
Not to get lost in
yeah, it's difficult not to like fall into this pattern of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like people are so afraid of that they like, the pendulum swings so hard the other direction that almost like unhealthy.
Well, the way I see it as a woman, you know, dating, I see a lot of times, and I don't know if that's like a thing
The main attraction, baby.
that is just like engraved with time. A lot of men are scared to like feel the feels and feel the feelings and allow themselves to be vulnerable. And I think that's a problem a lot of times because they're just so afraid to be like, you know what, I really like you. Like, I don't want to play games. You know?
I think that's actually a really big part of like plus size date, like relationships that I've
I forgot how often they say the word like.
heard from a lot of women is that like a lot of men like plus size women, but they are so worried about their image that like they keep that stuff like behind closed doors. Dating somebody, but you're afraid to be seen in public with them, like.
Once you notice it, you can't stop noticing it.
Like, what kind of relationship is that?
As a fat person, I've never dealt with that. I've never dealt with the fact that somebody like
I think, well, no, she just was about to. I think he's the worst for it, though.
doesn't want to see me in public because it's just, I always looked at myself, and I don't want to sound conceited. I knew that I have so much to offer, is worried about what other people are going to think of me, of him being with me, then he shouldn't be with me, just straight up.
I don't know. I think most
Oh God, there's so many thoughts.
people, like I said, it's hard for people to like see outside of themselves. Are people noticing me, and are they noticing size difference between
Me and my partner.
You know,
Yeah,
and
no,
so-
I totally agree
and
with
so-
you. What I've noticed throughout the years is that thinner women have better chance on finding high profile men.
Oh God, the phrase hurts me so much. Not high profile men. Oh God. Has she been listening to Andrew Tate? Is that what this is?
rather
hate
than
that term.
fat women. And I'm like, I know plenty of fat people who are in these successful relationships, both just emotionally and they're like well off, they do good for themselves. And then
I also forgot how much of this there was.
how do you know like what I'm looking for? Like, what does that even mean, high profile?
Well, I'm glad we
So yeah, no, this was really fun and I didn't feel intimidated at all.
It's pretty cringy.
Yeah, it was really fun, and you know, I hope I get to know you like
Yeah,
throughout these
this
days.
is
I mean,
good.
we're all hanging out at the house
Sure,
or
yeah.
whatever, so this is cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Like, I had fun. I don't know if that was like easy to see, you know, but I think we vibed. I'm very easy to talk to, but I think we just, you know, it was like really natural for us to talk to. So like, I definitely saw that there was something. When I first saw him, I was like, he's tall, so that's good. He has a beautiful smile and he has like these like kind and very welcoming eyes. When you
Kind eyes. Kind eyes is the phrase of this show.
first meet somebody, you're like, oh, like, I don't know
Kind eyes.
how it's gonna be, but I think what I like about him the most is he's very genuine. Like when he's like listening to you, when he wasn't painting, you know what I mean? Like he's looking straight into my eyes, which is like a green flag for me because like he's not like, you know, like he's just like looking at me and he's very comfortable and he's just like, you can tell that he's like interested in the things that I say. Well, at least that's how I felt.
I think my date went pretty well. It was, I had a lot of fun, that's for sure. I don't know, I felt like not really in control of the date, if that makes any sense. Like it felt like the date was happening to me and not like I was, you know, like dating somebody or something. And I don't know if that's maybe like from nervous like energy. She would ask a question and then I would go to answer and then she would like interject her opinion on some of that stuff. And so, which is fine, you know, like that's her personality. I don't want to be like, that's, you know, it's just one of those things that's just like, oh, okay.
I don't think the date went well for Lewis.
I would be more interested in getting to know her just to see if like that's just like a pattern throughout, like, or if that's a pattern or if it's just nerves, if that makes sense.
Okay, this is Fatima. I have gone
Fatima Cam.
on a date with Luis, and it was amazing. It was such a great date. It was like a painting date, so I was like a little intimidated because I
Girl, we know, we were there.
not artsy at all. Like I appreciate art.
It's okay, we just watched it.
Create
It's
it. But like it was just so easy, and it was just like we had an amazing conversation.
Angela, are you counting the likes?
The vibes were going.
Also, chat, if you'd like to hit the like.
You know, it was just like very easy, and I had lots of fun with our instructor Jen, and we were just like cracking jokes. So far, I'm excited. Also, like I was excited because that was the first one. That definitely gave me like a little confidence boost. But yeah, I'm so excited to
Manufactured into like group drama.
see what the group dates are going to be. But
Like Mick, hello feet.
I don't ever want to leave this house with them, so I shall with the girls and Luis.
Thank you to Honey Love for sponsoring today's episode of Curvy Connection. Today I'm wearing their mid-thigh bodysuit, and this is the most comfortable shapewear I have ever worn.
I'm just running her ads for her.
Honey Love designs all of their shapewear with the idea that no one needs shapewear, but if anyone chooses to wear it, they have comfortable and beautiful designs. It helps to sculpt, but never squeeze, and you can breathe super comfortably. It has a built-in underwire-free bra that
No, we didn't need this in triplicate. We could have just like turned the phone.
provides support and definition. No fear of uniboob here. The adjustable straps help you get your perfect fit. You can wear them crisscross or in racerback style. And I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand thigh chafing.
Razorback style? Is that what she just said? Razorback.
The extended thigh part is great for shaping, but it also eliminates that
What's Razorback style?
chafing. And it looks beautiful under bodycon dresses with
Hey,
slacks, skirts, and more. You can absolutely wear it as shapewear, but you can also pair a bottom only and wear it as a top.
Shout out to the bottoms.
Designed to be seen as a cute cami. And I absolutely love that there's an open gusset in the crotch area for easy
Stop. You're saying so many words. An open what in the crotch? What?
access to the loo. The backside is also designed to help enhance your curves.
I don't think I needed to know about that feature.
Not flatten them.
What?
I can wear this all day, you guys. You have to check out.
I don't think you need to tell me about the open gusset in the crotch area while zooming in on that particular area. I don't need it.
Honey Love, I know you will adore them.
Also, what gusset? What's the etymology of that one?
You can use the code CurvyConnection at checkout for a discount. Okay, as you saw, Luis has gone on.
The earliest known use of the noun gusset is in the Middle English period. OED's earliest evidence for gusset is from 1488 in the writing of Harry Poet, not Potter. Gusset is a borrowing from French etymology, French gousset, or gosset. Old French, gosset, or armhole, or piece of armor for the armpit. Oh. Okay, great. Well, I've learned about the history of that word. Thanks, Alex.
His first one-on-one date with Fatima earlier and did a super fun painting date.
Gosset is an interesting word. I was thinking like grommet.
Now
like Wallace and Gromit.
He's heading on his second date of the day. He is gonna...
Oh, racerback. Sorry, Emerald. I thought she said razorback. Like gorilla. That's why I was so confused.
Go and see a psychic and have a tarot reading with Jules. She has seen psychics in the past and she is a believer. Although Luis is a little bit of a skeptic, I think it's gonna be a really fun date. We're gonna get a little insight on both of them as individuals and also...
So they decided a tarot reading was a good idea for the dude who's a skeptic. I love that.
To see their compatibility as a couple. So let's head to our psychic date.
When I look at you like I lose it completely. Losing track of space and time.
Oh, it's so terribly cringy. I love it.
I wanna go home looking for a reason to stay here all
It's so good.
night. I wonder, do you feel
I don't necessarily think this is a great date idea for anyone. Well, okay, maybe for some people. But I don't know whether or not a couple's tarot reading is a good first date option, you know? Like a coffee. Or whatever. They've already paid the deposit. Actually, I think this was a sponsored piece of content. To be fair.
me and you, the way that you make me feel?
Psychic of Broadway. Ooh! I was about to say an olive. That's not an olive, that's a... orchid. Don't ask what happened to my brain then.
I feel the same. Your blood's rushing through your veins. And then when I say your name,
I'd like you guys to both choose which deck you are feeling drawn.
Also, we could have set up in a much better... Take your hat off, dude. First of all, we are set up like on a tripod in the back corner of this room. We'll call it a room. It's nice. We've got some candles. Maybe we should light them. I feel like we need a more positive energy in here because this guy... No, it's not a mage hat. He's just wearing a cap inside. I don't think Lewis is particularly into this. Yeah, we need to bust out the sage. Light the lavender candles. Let's... He does not seem into it at all.
Two. You can only be one. So try to agree on that.
Oh, we have to.
What was your initial thought?
This one?
Me too.
No way, you're lying.
No, it was.
Okay.
I want to start with the fact that there is a really beautiful layout here. I see very good cards for the both of you. What I want to share about what I get from the both of you, just kind of more spiritually, more from your energy.
This is their first date.
I'm going to start a little bit first with Jules. I feel like for you, these last about 12 to 16 months has been an extremely...
I would have just let the... Do you know what would have been far more interesting in this? Just let the girls go and do it. Lewis can, like, go make a bag or whatever. I want to see the girlies get a tarot reading. Individually. Not as a... Or maybe as a group. Actually, as a group could be quite fun. But this couple's first date tarot reading? No. No. Bad. Brandon, thank you for the super chat. Love. Brandon says, Slipper, do I need to pull the death card on the date?
kind of transformative
Ooh.
time in your life. You feel like you are at a place in life where you are ready for love. But I do feel that you still have a lot of fear. You are putting yourself out there to allow someone in. Your natural reaction and instinct is going to be to take a step back. This has everything to do with your past.
He seems half asleep over there.
In your present.
And I don't know what date he's dressed for.
You believe in many...
He looks like he's ready to go fishing.
...aspects of love you've...
She looks great. Love Jules. Him... we get turned off Lewis very quickly.
...given a lot. So these last about 3 years, I just think that you kind of took a total shift where you've cleansed a lot from certain things and from certain people, and you have been extremely
beer cruise.
Self-focused.
and determined and motivated, and you only
He did not even make eye contact there.
focused
Oh,
on
he did there.
yourself, which has been extremely empowering. But now that it's time for you to actually receive
He's bored as hell. He's looking for the door.
this level of love, deep down,
He's saying, girl, get me out of here.
you're afraid of commitment. Luis is afraid of
Also, not the business cards on the front there. I see you, Miss Psychic.
commitment in a very different way. I feel like
Also, hang the picture. Hang the picture. Don't just leave it on the floor. I don't like this. I don't like this background at all. It makes me very uncomfortable.
you have this fear up at the same time, but
Remember when Ambi showed us her secret collection of crystals? I just looked in this little corner and there's the crystals and the little crystal moon carvings. Do you remember the shock when Ambi decided to show us the thousands of dollars worth of crystals that she'd been collecting? I'm pretty sure they all got thrown out too. Wild.
some of it has to do with being hurt or being disappointed. But I believe majority of it has to do with the fact that you don't always believe that you can be who you need to be for someone else.
Is he sleeping?
There's something in you that wants to give 100%.
Yes.
But I do feel like there's been a lot of things in your past that have made you feel very beat down. And you are just in this time where you are learning to kind of build back your confidence.
Love her nails though.
To see your worth, to see your value, and to see
Again, lavender. Lavender is the color du jour in this little psychic room.
what you bring to the
Purple.
table.
We love purple.
So your fear of commitment, it's going to be in a little bit of a different way. Kind of like you're challenging yourself. You two mirror each other a lot because you're very much alike and you've been through a lot of the same things.
Again, just how about we go for a coffee?
But at the same time, you're like night and day. I view Jules as someone who's very stubborn.
Honestly, maybe the painting date wasn't the best option, but better than this.
Who's very opinionated, who speaks her mind, who's very strong-willed, who's very stubborn-minded in that way where
See, I think the psychic also got the profiles of these two.
nothing can easily influence her. And you, I view as a person who can be very laid back, who can be
Ada says, oh good, AI thinks we're watching a tarot card reading and critiquing the outfits. To be fair,
very chill,
the AI kind of got it right.
very passive. You're strong-minded in a way where you see the positive side of things more than you will the negative. But I do believe that's a really great balance because I feel like she has a lot of what you lack and that you have a lot of what she lacks.
They have not said one word to each other in like 10 minutes.
So this is something that I truly feel has a lot of potential. But I feel this road...
Also, I'm now just realizing that this healing music is not the backing track. It's just playing in the room. Because with the smash cuts, the audio is getting interrupted, and I didn't realize that it's not just a backing track that Alex put on this video. That's wild. Oh, well, that makes sense actually, because she's talking. Never mind, I take everything back.
Kind of some ups and downs. There is a strong connection, there is a pull, there is something there, and I think that
Cool cat, yes, it is.
it's something very
It's one of my favorite things ever.
intriguing to the both of you. But I don't feel it to be easy. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of like a ride of a roller coaster in a lot of ways, but as many obstacles will try to come in between.
I hope this psychic is doing well.
I feel something really good about this connection. I almost feel like it's going to be very spiritual in a sense.
I also hope Jules is doing very well.
You may see some things about one another that is different, that you feel is not fully compatible.
Tara Rita is a wedding planner on the side.
But there is going to be chemistry. Is there anything regarding this connection?
I see a ring in your future. And a low 6-figure, high 5-figure wedding.
Or in general that you would like to ask me, that you would like me to look into?
I think you had a lot of...
You're looking for an A-line princess dress in ivory.
really good things to say, and it's sort of answered some things that I was curious about. Yeah, I think the main thing that I actually was thinking is that we're very different.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the things that we've talked about are very, very similar. So it's an interesting connection. I mean, I feel like all the things I would ask are like basic, like, are we going to end up being together? Is he going to pick me? Am I going to make it to the end?
I could see this date happening at like the 3-month mark if one of them was particularly interested in tarot readings or whatever. Maybe not first date territory, you know?
I think my biggest holdup is the distance, and if like the connection would be strong enough to survive the distance.
That's a great point.
I believe that you're very intrigued by Jules because she's very different than what you're used to.
That's 100%.
She's opposite of all that you know and of all that you have been with in your past. I feel like your connection is meant to be
Dice Lemons, I would not take this advice for dating.
strong enough to overcome any obstacle.
I think something, I'm going to be very vulnerable and just say that I've had, I talked to Luis about this, but some issues with like past relationships and stuff. And so piggybacking on the distance thing.
Not her folding her arms and crossing her leg?
I could see myself potentially being...
Girl, you gotta open up to receive the communication and the message.
A little jealous, having some trust issues. So I guess I'm kind of curious about that and how it would, I don't know, go along with Luis and his personality. And
girl, questions to ask the psychic when Luis is not in the room.
Me getting through those things.
You have always been very attracted to the same.
This is very awkward. He may as well just go stand in the corner. These two are now having a chat about him while he's there.
Wow.
He is going to show you something that you have never...
Actually, you know what? I hope you write for a dating show. That I would pay to see that. I want to see them build IKEA furniture or survive in the wilderness overnight. Perfect. What a great first date.
Seen in that way before, and you're not going to really know how to respond and how to react to it.
Zara, this is a date. This is meant to be their first one-on-one date.
Which is why I said so much of your guys' past is going to come up in this present relationship, but you both are completely opposite of what you've had in the past and of what you've been through.
Yeah.
So that's why there's so much healing within that still needs to be done, and there's still some healing with one another.
Oh my god, Sunshine Country Chickens, are you okay? Be safe.
That you can both pour into each other.
Storm, I hope you're okay.
To kind of both understand that this is not the past. I believe that you have been through a lot of verbal and a lot of emotional abuse in your past, and I think the only thing Luis will ever do is lift you up and make you feel on top of the world.
I think Jules is really into this. I think the psychic's into it. I think old mate is asleep.
Yeah, totally.
So your mind will think, you know, is this real? Is this too good to be true? There has to be something else. There has to be something behind it. But it's going to be his genuine feelings towards you.
Okay,
So
be safe.
you both are going to have to go all in if this is what you decide to do. So I wish you both the best of luck.
Thank you.
Just left the card reading. What did you think?
I liked it.
Oh, not getting cozy. Oh, the arm. Oh, they're ruining it. Not ruining it, but they're ruining it.
I thought it was super
They're
interesting.
ruining the mystery. This is what happened. The editors like kept all of this in, and so we already got the vibe by episode 3.
I thought that she said exactly what we've already talked about. We're polar opposites.
This is better than smoking a pipe off the floor and fucking on a mattress directly on the ground, I guess. I wouldn't expect it on this show, to be fair, MTX. But then again, did we expect it on the Foodie Beauty channel? No.
But opposites can attract.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's a good reading, and I think it was, I think I learned some stuff about myself, but also about Jules, so I think it was worthwhile.
I do too.
Okay, so like tell me everything about that date. That was good.
Yeah, it was really
Whoever is setting this place up, get lights.
a great date.
Get a light.
I mean, I knew that I was going to be vibing with Jules. She
Everything's just so grey.
has like this calming presence that really draws me in, and the psychic reading was really interesting. She said
Parachuting Molly is toast 3 months now.
a lot of things that were very...
Well, to be fair, that was only the first date, so they've still got the second date to catch up.
Like, she said a lot of
just in case.
things that were valid, especially things that we've already talked about, things that have been said, and she just like validated those things.
I hate this outfit so much.
Say if there are bad things, I just think that there are challenges, if that makes sense. And I guess the question that I'm asking
I feel like if you really want to wear a hat, like, you don't have to necessarily make it monochrome, but make it work, diva.
myself is like, is Jules worth the challenge? You know, I like the self-work. And
I don't hate the little, like, pearl buttons on this shirt. Actually, I kind of do with the yellow. This doesn't make any sense.
like stuff
Solid color with the pearl buttons, that makes more sense. Not this tartan yellow mess.
like that, because I think that there is still a lot of stuff that like she's working on.
Again, yellow hat with this shirt makes more sense. Grey cap with this shirt makes more sense.
Or even just wants to work on, but like isn't currently. I've
Red cap? I don't see it.
done so much self-work in the last year and a half that when somebody says, oh, I need to do this,
Howdy, Teddy.
but doesn't actually put the effort in, it to me is like, it's a little off-putting, but also like, it gives me a great opportunity to try and encourage and challenge, you know? So like, I think you're worth the self-work. Show me that you think that. I think
Okay, ew, God, I hate it.
in the last year and a half that when somebody says, oh, I need to do this, but doesn't actually put the effort in, it to me is like, it's a little off-putting, but also like, it gives me a great opportunity to try and encourage and challenge, you know? So like, I think you're worth the self-work. Show me that you think that. I think for me, I want to see the commitment that she shows to like her family, that she showed that to herself.
So after the psychic reading, you guys
Who says things like that out loud?
dipped and went for a little walk.
I want to see the commitment she shows to her family, her showing it to herself. Who says that about a person?
How was
On not television, on YouTube.
your walk? How
It was good, yeah. I mean, we talked a lot about what was going on during the psychic reading, a little bit about like all the work that I've done on myself, all the work that like she thinks that she needs to do on, you know, work on herself and stuff like that. And so it was encouraging to hear
This all sounds very private.
that she acknowledges these things. I think the action steps are the important things, like important next steps.
One day, exactly.
She's a gorgeous woman. She's a mom. She really cares for her family. You know, that's a double-edged sword in my opinion. You know, sometimes moms put themselves on the back burner. I grew up with a single mom, so I have a heart for, you know, that kind of stuff. She seems to have like this peaceful energy that just like is very attractive.
I feel like I'm having a little bit of like an internal struggle because
I love Jules.
I really like Luis, so he's really, really sweet.
She doesn't have great taste in dating show participants, but I love Jules.
I think he is
Straight man.
a big teddy bear. He has a gentle, sweet presence about him.
Does he have kind eyes?
He has such a big heart and he's just like ready to just love and commit. And it's like, that's what I want too, but it's almost like intimidating me. And it's bringing up my own insecurities. I think I'm just like, I really do like him. Like we are totally vibing. I'm almost like, it's not even like about me. I'm like almost afraid I'm gonna hurt him. And kind of like the tarot card reading was so interesting to me because
she vibed it.
Was so
he did not vibe it.
Dead on. And she made a comment that when somebody like treats me good and likes me, I tend to
To be fair, he's unfortunately 100% of this dating pool. That's very true. This is why I don't like this format.
pull away, and it's 100% true. And I self-sabotage.
Oh, Ashley, you wait.
100%. And I'm like not used to being treated good, and I feel like Luis is the kind of guy who would be such a good partner and so sweet and kind, and that should be a no-brainer. Like for
I hope Jules has found the best person out there.
some reason that's like scaring me a little bit. But I'm excited to keep getting to know him. I just want to take things slow. Yeah, so when we were in the back seat, he did reach for my hand. I really do like him. I feel like I'm starting to like him and fall for him, whatever you want to call that. But it's also only been like a couple days, and
one day, Mary.
I definitely get a
Hey, Lily.
sense that he's falling for me, and I just am so scared. Like I don't want to like hurt him, and I don't want my flaws and insecurities to like hinder what I know I deserve and what I know he deserves. So one thing
As dry as a dinner biscuit.
I liked about our conversations, we went for a little walk after the reading and had a really good conversation, and that's one of his like deal breakers is like, I've done so much work in therapy and I require that my partner is in therapy as well, because we all
The first time I watched this, I feel like I glazed over this comment. And like, sure, acknowledge and understand when you yourself can benefit from therapy, but like to be a hard out if your partner isn't in therapy seems really fucking weird to me. Like that does not seem correct.
I've done so much work in therapy and I require that my partner is in therapy as well, because we all have stuff to work on, and I love that. And I am not
everyone needs to be in therapy. That's such a weird, like, hard line.
Therapy, but I really should be. And it's almost like scary because I think that he's such a good guy and he's done so much inner soul searching that he would bring out some healing that needs to happen from me, which is all good things, but it almost
Nah, I don't trust it.
like scares me. Why a healthy relationship would scare me, I don't know. I've been by myself on autopilot for so long that I'm like,
No, you need to be broken to the point of needing help to date me. That's the vibe Lewis is kind of given.
I don't know. I don't even know like how.
Because it gets worse.
How I feel. I probably need to drink a little less and do some therapy. He has really cute lips. They're like very perfectly shaped. and sweet eyes. He's a handsome guy.
She mentioned the eyes. Knew it.
And I do like him, but again, it's like I almost get scared when I get like too close. So do I want to kiss him? Yeah, I probably by the end of the weekend would like to. But I don't know about right now.
I wonder why I can't get an appointment when I need one. All these people out here trying to date. Oh, no. This was so cringy and terrible. I'm pretty sure this is on Jules's phone. Because here's the problem, right? Alex didn't do this very well. She didn't have everyone hot mic'd. She didn't have, like, spare cameras just hanging around. She wasn't like, Jules said just before, oh, we went for a walk after the date. It's like, girl, well, why didn't you have a camera on you? Why didn't we hear about everything? Why are we hearing this third hand? No one wants that in a dating show. We want the action. There's no one in the house own a tripod. No, I think there's one tripod and probably one camera. Oh, ew, blah, blah. Yuck.
Okay, so today is day 2 of Curvy Connection. Today was my one-on-one with Luis. He chose me to do the psychic reading date. It was a really cool experience. The psychic did tarot cards, and she was like spot on. And
she's so down for the tarot cards. Him less so.
It was really fun. I am like, it's so interesting because it's like going into this, I really had no expectations. You know, I don't know. I've been single for years, but I just had no expectations. And Luis is somebody like nobody I've ever been with before.
She plays this game so well. Good for her.
Physically, emotionally, everything about him, and the tarot cards and the psychic totally was spot on with that. He's such a good guy. He has such a big heart. He's really special, and he's like opening up this part of me that...
What a throwback, Tenny.
It's like the looks and all of that. I'm not saying he's not attractive because I do find him attractive, but it's like that's like the last thing on my mind right now. I'm just so attracted to his soul and who he is. And when we talk, he gazes into my eyes and has the most amazing eye contact and like the sweetest eyes. And he's just a genuinely amazing, good person. We had a moment at
Ma'am, you don't know him. Your first date was sitting down being spoken to by a psychic.
dinner where I, sort of broke down and started crying a little bit, talking about my mom who recently passed. And it's been really hard for me. And he just rubbed my arm and he got close to me. His eye contact was impeccable. He put his wheel to the side. Just the kindest, sweetest energy. And it just like made me feel at home almost. But it's also like scary. Like
I don't trust Lewis.
It's almost like confusing and just scary. The girls are whole vibe. I am the oldest one here. We've got like 23, 26, 29, and then the girl's 33 with 2 kids. And it's like, I don't totally fit in. But
to be fair, out of the like profile of the contestants, Jules is like the match.
They're so sweet.
They're in the same age range. They both have kids.
And like just have like almost like a sorority vibe, which I just can't fully keep up with these young girls. Anyway, what an experience. What an experience. I'm looking forward to building more friendships, getting
Boop, you clocked it in one.
better with the girls, and I'm really curious to see where me and Luis go. I don't want to hurt him, and I want to make sure that my heart is in, and it's only day 2. I need to stop putting all this pressure.
Yeah, calm down.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Next time on Curvy Connection.
We don't have to wait until next time because we've got episode 3 now. Excellent. Oh, I feel so sad that we have to stop midway through the marathon, but unfortunately I do need to sleep sometime. All right, this is episode 3. Take it away, Alex.
Welcome back to another day of Curvy Connection. On our
Good for us.
last episode, we got to see Luis form some strong connections on his first one-on-one dates.
Could you imagine Zara if we got Girl World in a dating reality show? I'm specifically talking about like Ambi and Foodie and others. Wouldn't that be fun?
Today we're going to be heading on a few group dates where Luis can really spend some more time with
Voodoo, welcome back. I'm so sorry.
the girls and start to think about who he wants to take on his one-on-ones tomorrow. We're going to be starting the day off with a group cooking class and a pool party in the afternoon.
Love both of these ideas as fun dates.
Let's check in with Luis and see how he's feeling today. Thank you so much, Chic Soul, for sponsoring Curvy Connection. You can get 20% off your chicsoul.com order with code Curvy Connection. So I already gave Luis the rundown on how today is going to go. After processing everything last night, how are you feeling after yesterday?
Feeling really good. Yesterday went so good. Just the date with...
Well, it went well.
With Jules was a really good connection.
Also, I'm not mad at the Emo Dad Club shirt. I am a little bit mad at the denim over shirt because it just makes me think what Foodie's up to.
couldn't have planned it better myself. And so it was organic. There was just like this good vibe. I don't know. She just puts me at a place of peace, and it's really refreshing.
Speaking about people we've met for 2 days.
I know you've had like a little bit of time to get to know the girls off camera and on the first night at the cocktail party. Who else are you initially excited to get to know more today?
I think I'm really excited to get to know Aubrey more. I think just her personality just would really mesh well with mine, I think, and we have some commonalities as well, and so I'm really excited.
Denim onesie.
To just kind of dig deeper into that and just learn more about her and see.
Also, I do have to ask about the temperature of wherever the hell we are, New England or something, because he's in like 2 to 3 layers, and Alex over here is just in a sundress. Is it cold or is it hot? Also, it's overcast. I'm assuming it's a bit cold.
Where that leads.
Also, there are swans in the background.
Perfect.
Or very long-necked ducks.
So let's head to the group cooking class and see how the connections unfold. Okay, so the girls are getting ready, and we've caught a little chitty-chat connection with Aubrey, who he's interested in getting to know. So don't you wonder, what are they talking about? We'll ask later.
No, this is why you don't ask, Alex. This is why you have a microphone on them. Come on. So not this B-roll of a highway. Freeway? Do you call it freeway? Okay, I don't need the B-roll of in the car. That's fine. We'll skip. Are we going to use a mixer? I feel like that can be a stressful activity for a date. Also, what is a group date? I don't want TBK. Trinity K. Bonet. No, that's the other way around. Never mind. Don't mind me. Okay, we've got mushrooms. We've got measuring cups. We've got knives. This is dating combat. We got hundreds and thousands of sprinkles. This is a very mixed pantry here. We've got what looks like sweets and pasta in this, like they look like sprinkles. Sprinkles, pasta, pretzels. What are we cooking? Dessert lasagna. Ah, Megan. Poor Megan. I would have actually appreciated, like, the actual cooking class, not just turning the cooking class into a B-roll.
There was a little bit of a tiff in the house last night. Heavy tiff.
It wasn't a fight. It's just, I feel like we're very, like, it's
bold personality.
We all have, like,
and we all have opinions.
Yeah.
Stop dancing in the background, you nincompoop. We're here for drama. The girls are providing it. You're a doofus.
And we're, like, powerful when it comes to, like, speaking our mind. And I think a lot of...
He's not engaging in this conversation. This is such a weird conversation to have in front of everyone, first of all. Like, take Fatima to the side and Fatima and Val can come to the side and have this conversation and talk about the other people. And then the other people can give their side of things. We don't have to have Megan and doofus Lewis... Doofus Lewis. Perfect. In the background dancing. What are you doing?
Sometimes it just doesn't get communicated right.
There's no music here, dude. What are you doing?
There were some questions asked, and I think it was just like, it came off kind of weird, and like the answer was not what the question was about, so.
Obviously it wasn't about Fatima.
Yeah, I think the other girls like the drama more than the people that were involved, but.
I think Val and Fatima could provide the drama. And the other girls are just unbothered, which is great. We love that. But also I'm here for dramatic reality TV.
So last night, it was a little tip with the girls. So Jules was recapping her one-on-one date with Luis, and everybody was very excited. I was a fan, obviously. And
same girl I was watching.
And it was very interesting because I was under the assumption...
Maybe he's a nervous dancer. Maybe you really needed to pee.
That we were all like rooting for each other, and I think that was the case. I was joking with Val, and I was like, Val, you seemed a little pressed because every time Jules kept talking about her date with Luis and how it went well, and then the little kiss, Val was like, oh, well, that's so cool, but like, you know, everybody will still have a chance. You like never know, which I think is amazing because you never do know. I haven't been on my one-on-one date yet, so I'm very excited to see what happens. But after like the third or fourth time, I was like, oh, so I was like making a joke, and I was like, are you pressed? I'm like, because it seems like you're a little jealous, and I'm like,
this would have been great drama to catch on TV. Video and or microphone instead of being retold by Aubrey, who wasn't involved in the drama whatsoever.
if it's cool, call a spade a spade. But I don't think she didn't react the way I thought she would. But I also think it was a little bit of a confirmation. I don't know, but then we hashed it out, we had a good talk, and she was just kind of just like, I want to root for everyone, and she was like, I think everybody is great, which I think was okay, but I do think, in all honesty, it was a little bit of jealousy, because it's 6 girls or 5 girls in a house with one guy as our main hottie, so.
No one should be jealous. It's fine.
Oh, you never know.
No one should be jealous. It's fine.
It was definitely a miscommunication. The delivery was, I understood what she was saying. I think her delivery maybe came off a little too aggressive, and so then naturally as a person you kind of want to defend yourself. I'm here for the girls, and I know that Luis is going to find whoever he wants at the end of the day.
Reality TV show competition.
I think that I was mostly speaking on behalf of all the girls, and I was saying, you know, he hasn't had his other one-on-ones with all the other girls, and I think that he's trying his best to connect with every individual, and so that's
Ada, I agree.
all I was trying to deliver, and again, we're all very strong-minded, beautiful ladies, and I think we all clash in a sense, but we all get along, and at the end of the day,
It's such a shame we don't actually get to see any of that clashing. Not that I necessarily think that's like the most interesting thing, but I think it provides an element of drama that is a little bit hard to just retell second or third hand.
It was all out of love, and it was miscommunication, and those are my girls.
Honestly, Lewis could have just
And let's take you on a tour. We have the best for the first. Rustic, thick grapes.
This is why I want the girls to have their own moment without Lewis. Just get rid of him. He's providing nothing to the show.
Coco Von.
Insert name here. Okay.
Coco Von. Coco Von.
Yum. And then we have to wrap it up.
Taters.
So we have a butter lettuce salad with beets, extra beets because they didn't want their beets, and goat cheese, and sunflower seeds. And
A salad.
yeah, and then the crepes.
We have the crepes.
Nah, this was all B-roll. Terrible. The vitamin D lemons.
It's just saying, look at the difference between their grapes. This is like gourmet level grapes.
We do it big over here.
Don't forget we
like it to look a little rustic.
I think that was just crepe batter uncooked.
So did you get a chance
Whack.
to talk to
He provided the backup dance.
anyone on the cooking date?
So I didn't really get a chance to talk to people, but I definitely felt like there were like connections made. Like I was able to be like, hey, like encouraging and like welcoming them to do more things. I don't know. It was fun, and I got to like.
So I don't know what that was. It was like a meat, mushroom, and carrot, like a stew or something, with potatoes, a cold salad, and crepes. That's weird.
See.
Like as a meal, that's kind of weird.
Working with somebody, like being able to be a teammate, that's super important for me in a relationship. So like the fact that we weren't like bumping heads was good.
One, I don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't say like far too much. What do you even mean?
Val was really helpful, like, and she was very interested in trying things. You know, I think Fatima was very reserved, which is fine. I think it was.
Okay, I feel like he's reading Fatima quite a lot.
It may not have been
rude.
Her wheelhouse for sure. It may not have been her like strong suit, but she still interacted. You know, she was still like there and like doing her stuff. And so like,
who the hell wants to go on a group date? Ew.
Maybe I could have been a little bit more affirming.
So I saw you got to talk a little bit to Aubrey before the date. Did you talk about anything interesting?
We were just talking about different shows and like what we do and like our spare time. If I'm completely honest, it kind of felt, you know, like elevator talk as opposed to like somebody that you would be on a date with. I definitely want to, you know, spend more intentional time doing that.
How's it going with Jules
Lewis sucks.
After yesterday?
It's a little different. They left here yesterday and I was just so like, to be honest, I was smitten with her. I was just very taken by her and it was so good. Today she feels a little distant, a little cold, and it's hard. It is a little hard because I'm just like.
He could definitely, you know what, if you're going to go on a reality dating TV show, yeah, maybe do get your beard trimmed, everything trimmed up, you know, because you're like, they're only doing this show over 4 days.
Like, well, what's going on? I don't know what the reasoning is behind that. I'm hoping that it's just...
It could use like a good oil, a good wax, maybe a little bit of a trim. It's giving scary, you know.
A fluke, or that she has a reason.
Call mine when it starts going like... When it's pointing in like 3 different directions at once, that's when you know you need to tame the beast.
Reasons behind that, so I guess we'll find that out.
Everything's going really well so far.
Shah, you're right. Mr. Snowflake probably wouldn't rate that bit very well.
We just came back from the cooking class. We're getting ready for the pool party. I feel really like calm, weirdly, which is very abnormal for me. I feel like I'm just getting comfortable with everybody and like kind of coming out of my shell a little bit, which I feel like people in the moment are gonna be like, you don't have a shell, but I think being around a lot of other bold people has made me a little bit more reserved. But now I feel like I'm comfortable and like can talk to them and be
calm, cool, collected cucumber. Live, laugh, love. Sorry for the pause.
Crazy and wild and outspoken and honest as I want. It was super fun doing the
BB, you said it.
class. I feel like I learned a new skill.
But how last minute was it though? Surely he had time to go to like a barber or something.
I'm excited to hang by the pool. I'm such a pool girl, so
She reminds you of Ambi? Yup.
excited. I feel good. Honestly, everybody's been so awesome, so
Actually, Megan's much more likable than Ambi, to be fair.
I just feel excited to like continue this experience.
Megan just seems quite like inexperienced with a lot of stuff, like saying things when you first meet someone, when they ask about your dating history and you say, oh, you know, talking phases and situationships. Like, yeah, she seems a little, she's not quite as worldly as the rest of them, I don't think, which, you know, lends its own endearment. The date really puts things into perspective. Seeing like a frame of something and just instantly having a flashback to what's about to happen. Have you heard about Penn State? Drinks by Sippin' Pretty. I thought it was Slippin' Pretty. Never mind. I like this. I like this as an idea, but also I'm confused about the temperature. I think it's just because it's overcast. So many nice outfits. So many not so nice outfits.
Love is not one size fits all. Woo!
Oh, they said the thing.
I mean, you can have a real sip.
I wasn't sure. I'm a germaphobe sometimes.
Oh.
A little bit. Oh, that's very Malibu.
Also, like, just the drinks are right over there. Just go get one.
It's like pineapple juice. Jeremiah?
Malibu with pineapple juice. How refreshing. What is this, vodka and soda?
It's refreshing. It's later.
Is it like vodka and soda?
It's good, right?
Nice,
I know, I like it.
I think it might be vodka and lemonade.
I like it.
Hey, you wanna go talk?
Yeah, let's do it.
So how are you feeling with all of this? I feel like it'd be really overwhelming.
I kind of like this. I don't know if it's a romper. If it's a romper, I like it less. If it's a two-piece, I like it. On Megan, that is.
Not too bad, honestly. Like, I'm really enjoying it. You guys are super easy to get along with.
I don't hate Lewis's look. Like, he's got the blue in the shoe with the pants and the shirt. I just think, as a bigger guy myself, I think just go the next size up. Just go the next size up, especially for swimwear, especially for like things that you just throw on in the middle of summer because you want it to breathe. You want a little bit of extra fabric just to feel flowy and fancy, you know?
And just, yeah, you guys are all really fun.
Yeah.
It's cool to see, like, everyone in there, like...
Then again, I don't think his fits were provided by whatever the sponsor was.
Like, everyone shine at their own, like, pace, you know, like...
Yeah.
Like, it was cool to see you out in the cooking, like...
I feel like I was very quiet, weirdly.
Today?
No. Like, yesterday and the day before.
Sure, but today you were actually, like, really...
I really like the fact that she's got, like, orange in her swimsuit and orange on the nails. Good job, mate.
I feel like I finally, like, calmed down.
Yeah,
and
but
like
it was fun.
yeah,
Meg, is Meg too informal? Does it need to be Megan?
It's exciting.
Which I did not think I'd do well. I thought I'd be the worst one.
Really? Yeah, he did a great job.
Emerald, not is he holding court and the women come to him to be graced with his
Weather's
attention. No, this is a one-on-one conversation, but it gets worse when they get in the pool, I think.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Even when it was rainy, I was like, man, this is awesome. I love it.
I will say I do love a rainy day every
Me
once in a
too,
while.
yeah.
The shady, like, background music with the conversation about the weather. Yeah, I don't think there's a connection here. Not a curvy connection inside, I don't think.
Just cozy, chill vibes.
Yeah, and it's warm today, but it feels comfortable. You know?
I feel like Georgia's like hot, because I've gone to Savannah once,
Yeah.
like probably 10 years ago, but
Okay.
like we did a family
Not present yourself before the guy.
vacation down there.
I hate this.
It was great, and so I have experienced it. We kind of mostly stayed in like the old part of town.
Yeah, like downtown.
Like I know that there's like
Pineapple juice, Malibu, and orange, maybe?
kind of two separate, at least from my understanding. My family is sarcastic, and like that's how I am too with them. 'Cause they think
Poor Megan.
they think in their heads I'm still like a child,
right?
Which is fine. I can pull up the receipts of some dumb you guys did at 23 that you were like a full-grown adult.
He's not paying attention. She deserves better.
I don't know if I felt this like romantic connection. I don't think that there was this definite like romance, like I don't know.
That's a no from me. That's a no. That's a no all around. Megan needs someone else to like go and explore the world with, and it's not Lewis. It's just not Lewis. Also, I haven't seen sunscreen lotion applied. Wear your sunscreen. The end says, I just joined, but I really dislike his smug face. Yeah, it's about to get worse.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. It's been a fun day. It's
I want to crawl into my own skin.
I enjoyed like cooking, and now this pool party's really fun.
Pool party's cool.
Feels like you've been a little distant today, which is interesting because yesterday was completely polar opposite, and that's kind of it's caught me off guard.
You feel like I've been distant? How do you feel like I've been distant?
I don't know. Just
Oh God! Everyone, get a blanket. Just find your cozy safe space.
I just felt a little colder than what I anticipated.
You feel like I'm being cold towards you?
Maybe.
Or just
I don't
Cold
think
in
I don't
general.
think you're towards me. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Not corded in the pool. Not literally corded in the pool.
Which I don't know. Like I don't really take offense to it, you know, because I understand like
I would. This is an awkward conversation, buddy. I've known you for 3 days. Just because you stuck your tongue down my throat, back off.
reasoning.
That sounded like it came from a place where I've said it before.
But at the same time, like
I'm just on Team Jules. I love Jules so much, and she does not deserve the disrespect that Lewis, the doofus, there we go, is showing in all of this.
I don't really take offense to it, you know, because I understand like reasoning. But at the same time, like, you know, like it's a
Don't you try to tell her how she's feeling? Back up.
disorienting.
I've been
Disorienting. Shut the fuck up.
No.
It's been 3 days. Take a breath. Take a big step back. You got 4 other girlies to go and date. Well, 3, not counting Megan, because, you know, that's clearly not going anywhere. Let her vibe. Ew, back up.
long time, and I have never dated in a situation where you've got 5 women, 5
and cameras,
5 cute women that you're also trying to get to know. I mean, I'm just trying to give the opportunity for everyone to mingle.
But I don't. Sure, I think you can do
insecure, Greenie, painfully insecure.
Do that and still, I don't know.
You want me to be more assertive?
I don't necessarily want you to be assertive. I just don't want you to like shut down, and that's kind of what it felt like today. I mean, and I'm not saying that to like upset you or anything like that.
No. I think
I just want you to be aware that like I'm interested in you, and I'm interested in like getting to know you, and so like if you're interested in getting to know me, I want to see that interest.
You have already sucked face. have you not had this? This is not an appropriate environment to have this conversation with the 4 other girls having a good old time over there. What is, and cornering her in the pool and telling her how she feels? Fuck off. Fuck all the way off.
I think it's
We don't like Lewis.
combo of like, I want you to be able to, like, I don't know, I want you to be able to get to know other people, obviously.
Sure. Lewis, we are here for a romantic reality TV show program situation type of deal. You need to be less clingy and less needy, back up, go, like, make some good TV. I'm just here vibing. Go make good TV.
Because I'm interested too, but I'm also like confused and it's just like such a new situation.
No, I get that.
So.
But I would say live in the interest until you're not. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because like this back and forth is very unsettling.
Not to say the psychic was 100% right, but she had some really good points. I feel like you're like such a good guy. This is a different setting. I'm definitely interested, but I just get kind of like hot and cold.
That's what it feels like to me too.
It is what it is. And that is what I am, and I need to work through that.
Sure.
Because it's true. She was dead on when she was like...
Also, Lewis, just so you know, Jules said she doesn't go to therapy at the moment, so maybe you should like take all of that away. Go away.
As soon as you feel like someone's a good guy, you're gonna pull back 100% accurate. And that's not cool, but it's honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it really
I think Jules is just making great reality TV.
is honest.
I get that. And like she did say that.
So I think I'm at the point where it's just like getting to know you and all that. And like, so I think today I was mostly...
Also, they've known each other for... Well, I haven't known each other at all. They've met 3 days ago.
just trying to like let you meet with other people too. Because I think it's fair for them, but also for you. Because there's some good girls here.
Here's the thing: when I'm with you or when I'm with anybody else, I'm giving all of myself in that situation. I'm not thinking about you when I'm with them, and I'm not thinking about them when I'm with you.
I mean, it's different. Like being here, you know, I'm so used to like just being with my kids, working, and this is...
When I'm with you, I'm giving you my 100%, and I expect the same in return, Jules.
So
ew,
different.
ew, go away!
For me.
Yeah.
And it's like not me, but also like sort of me. Like it's sort of like, this is not my life whatsoever anymore. Like maybe at one point it was, but it's been so fun.
Girl, we're out having a cocktail by the pool on being filmed. I don't think many people have experienced this.
It's like, I feel like I can just be who I am. It's been really nice. I love this because I feel like we're just like human to human.
Yeah. Still going slower than Foodie and Poopy. Fair.
You know what I mean? Do you feel that too?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's different. Like it's a cool, and maybe it's just because, you know, we all have our insecurities being like...
Not text me back in 20 seconds or else.
A little heavier set. And like, so I have my own insecurities like normal dating or whatever, but here has been just like, nobody cares.
Yeah, no.
And it's like really refreshing and
I don't
different.
think anybody cares because there's only like one dude dating.
I think that's what's cool about this environment is that, like,
I agree.
You know, because everyone, like, nobody's sizing each other up because there's no reason to.
And you're not judging. I mean, it's, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think there is a someone's judging. I think it's in this particular situation, it's meant to be Lewis who's judging, but never mind.
I talked to her, I was like, hey, I need you to either like, don't hit.
I love the fact that the camera is focused on his knee, not his face in this.
Pause so that other people can catch up. Like, you keep doing you.
His face is just blurry. The zoom's bad.
Let me figure that out because I,
Where's his
like,
knee?
I'm interested in you. That's what I told her. I was like, I'm
Where's
interested
his
in her.
knee?
So like, if it feels like you're pulling away,
There's his
or you
face.
tell me you're interested in me and then show me the opposite, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in that situation, and like that's very off-putting and it's very like it's difficult for me. So like even just then, I mean, we had good conversation, but like might have felt a little one-sided, or I don't know. Like that's very like I have no idea what she's thinking.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah. He called me out for being cold and standoffish today.
Because you guys
Fuck him.
had such a good connection yesterday, so you were trying to like back off, or what?
I don't know.
Are you still confusion?
I'm confused. And I
Lewis, shut up. Let the girls be the girls.
think organically, like we were in a group setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went on a tarot card reading date and then you set up your phone to capture one or both of you sticking each other's tongues down your throats. That's it. It's a new day.
So like I want him to be able to get along with everyone else, and I thought that it seemed like a good date and everything. And then he in the pool he was just like, I feel like you're not feeling me. I really like you, and you've been kind of standoffish and cold
Insecurity, mama.
today.
Sexy and no one.
Can't be so hard on yourself, right? Like it's only been, I mean, it feels like it's forever, right? In 2 days, it's hard to like, even like if we were like online dating ourselves, like in 2 days, I don't rush, like, right?
Yeah.
So,
you
but
have to give
here,
everyone the chance and like get to know people. Like you don't know how.
Take your time, everyone. Take a deep breath. Take your time. Get to know a person. I don't even know if they know Lewis's middle name at this point. Lewis doesn't deserve this energy.
You know, it's a lot of emotions, and to kind of like filter through it all. And I don't blame you, I guess, right? I think
I didn't purposely mean to be like standoffish.
I think in the group setting, it's like harder to be like have a romantic, intimate moment. It's just like friends all vibing together.
Yeah, I think.
Also, it's a pool party. You don't get to like monopolize the company.
I think he wanted me to like
be like, that's my man.
Kinda. He made that comment. He's like, if you're interested, you need to show it. And I'm like, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard.
It's a weird experience.
No, if you're interested, you don't need to show it out in public with 4 other contestants and cameras everywhere. You go to the living room and you set up your own camera.
Experience, like having to like
exactly. I've never been in an person.
Is that him in the background? Yeah, he's just standing on the other side of the pool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not interested, but I'm also not like.
I think
humanly,
you're like, there's no actual like, you're my man, because it's so quick. You're like, dude, you're not my man. You're maybe my crush at the moment.
Yeah, I'm enjoying getting to know you. Yeah. I really.
You are the guy on this dating show.
Yeah, I think he's a wonderful guy.
That's a wrap. About that. Just be like, hey, like, this is a great start.
I'm just trying to be really honest with him, and I just said that.
DX, right? That's what I mean. When I was watching this a year ago, I was like, oh, so what a breath of fresh air. It's not Ambi's boring nothingness and Fruity's just slow downhill slide into wherever we're going with that.
I'm sorry that you felt that way.
Is Alex? I don't know if it's Alex holding the camera or I think her partner was the other filmer in all of, like the other camera person in all of this. I can't remember.
Because I didn't mean to feel that way. And I told him, I'm like, I think you're wonderful and I like you, but I've known you for 2 days.
Was he very like receptive to your?
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He was understanding, and he's like, I just want to let you know my feelings. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I was like, I appreciate that.
Oh my god.
She does a good impression.
Gosh, this is so pretty.
Have you been down here?
No.
Oh, it's so nice.
Before I saw you down here, I didn't know we could go down here.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was ours.
Yeah, just please be careful.
Oh,
Is
thank
it wet?
you. Such a king. Are you having a good time?
I am. I really enjoyed that conversation we had earlier.
I was about to say me too, and I just feel like as a person.
The one by the pool that we didn't get to listen in on.
I thought it was very refreshing.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying getting to know you.
Thank you. Yeah. I really am too. I really appreciate like the conversation in the pool was really refreshing.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw a different side of you, and I really
It's such a shame we didn't get to hear it.
appreciated it.
Cool. Good. I'm glad.
It was good. It was really good. I mean, you're already like great, but like I feel like that just opened up a different
Sure.
side, you know?
That stuff to me is very important, you know. So like when you were dropping things on like the day one, like anti-capitalist jargon and stuff like that to me is very like, it's an attractive thing to hear people say that stuff.
This is just me. Like,
Sure.
I want to create. It's not even taking away space from anybody. It's creating more space.
Mm-hmm.
And once people realize that's what it is at the end of the day, then we can all get along.
You know, it's funny, like in the dating.
I want the little cheetah print pull over. Little swim like cape thing. I live.
World, like a lot of people would be like, if you could go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, that's such a privileged question.
Right.
And I always respond the same way. I'm
I'd
like,
rather people are like back. I'm like, can I go in the future?
Yeah, that's what I
'Cause
always.
it's
I'm
not
like,
looking too good.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like, I always tell people the past has not been kind to people like me. So I want to go
you.
forward to a time when we'll, you know.
Can I skip?
Yeah, can we
I
fast
double
forward
it and
to-
give it to
yeah.
the next one? Like, no, seriously.
Yeah. Stuff like that in the dating world, it has sparked some conversation, but has also shut down some conversations. And like, I'm here for it either way. I'm like, 'cause I don't want to
Yes.
waste my time on somebody who's not willing to learn.
No, it's me. I can't get rid of it. This
Yeah,
is who I am. But
exactly.
I'm not only fighting for myself, I'm fighting for everybody else. And it's just plain and simple. And if you're not with that, that's cool. But I'm gonna keep rocking with that.
Yeah, I love that.
That's just me.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying
Not the peace sign to camera.
getting to know you.
Let's start with Aubrey. You guys talked for a
Again, whoever was doing this camera work really needed to just tap on his face to focus.
long time. Like, can you tell me about your talk with Aubrey?
Yeah, I think we caught up on a little bit about like the conversation we had in the pool, just over like some just like social topics, I guess, you know, and societal topics, and then talked about our bariatric life, talked about just a lot of stuff, you know. We talked about what it would be like to be in a long distance relationship, what it would be like to be, I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was pretty deep. I think she's attractive. I think she's extremely like intelligent and funny and just like mature and just like fun loving, and I love all of those qualities about her. But I just, I don't know.
Denny.
I don't know, like, obviously those were just like one-off conversations. You know, I'd love to interact with her a little bit more and see where that goes, but like, am I drawn to her romantically? I'm not sure.
What is up, girly pops? So
And we're right back into Ambi.
before I go to sleep,
Not girly pops.
I had to give you all
A year ago, girly pops. Ugh.
another update, another confessional moment. I'm very there's
I live for a confessional moment.
a lot of emotions going on because it's like so interesting because I've always wanted to be a fly on the wall for a reality TV show, and
And now she's starring in one.
We're here, and it's just surreal, but it's also like everyone is vibing so well, but it's also so interesting because we're slowly going on our one-on-ones with Louise and different vibes are happening, so it's like coming unfolding, and I'm very excited.
We're all about the vibes. Girly pop.
I did, because like you never know what could happen, but it's just like seeing real connections forming with people. I am very excited. Hopefully I'll get to see some time with Louise to see what's the vibe is, how's it going. It's gonna be very fun, but this is
Told you it's about the vibes.
interesting. I'll keep it at that.
Next time on Curvy Connection.
I'm not going to ruin it, chat. I'm not going to ruin it. But we need to call it here for the Curvy Connection Marathon. Drama, intrigued, terrible Lewis. I'm into it. I'm always into it. I really enjoyed rewatching this. But I've got to go now. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. We'll probably do a part 2 tomorrow, if not later in the week. Or maybe next week. Who knows? But I'll just do the exact same format that we've done. Because we've got 3 more episodes to go. And bloopers, but we can skip over that. That's fine. Anyway, thank you all very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a fabulous day and or night. Please make sure you wear sunscreen, drink your water, get your steps in, hug a loved one, have a snack, a nap, treat yourself well, have a laugh. Watch some nonsense reality TV. I've got to check out MILF Manor. Which, when I say it out loud... For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, if you would like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd very much appreciate the support. If not, that's totally fine. I understand it. Have a fabulous day. You've been great, chat, and I've been Poppy, and I'll